Now, y'all, we know the entire college football landscape is changing. Let's just be real, man. We had coaches vote at the AFCA convention, basically, that said they want a 2014 playoff. They want to do away with conference championship games and so much more that we haven't talked about on the channel. We've been busy with spring ball. But one of the things we don't want to lose in college football is the rivalries. One of the biggest rivalries is Notre Dame versus, obviously, USC, right? And we know after this past year, that was it. There was no more, obviously, talks with the rivalry, and potentially, we won't see it for quite a while. And we know that this is the marquee game, or one of the marquee games in the sport. Now, is it the best rivalry? No. We know it's Ohio State, Michigan when it comes to college football. There's no arguing there. But this is probably a top 3, top 4 rivalry in the state or in the sport of college football. So apparently right now they are resuming talks, having active discussions around having this game back. Now, this rivalry dates all the way back to 1926 when it was basically inaugurated. And obviously leading the all-time series is Notre Dame 53 to obviously 37. There's also 5 ties in there as well. And I'm not going to lie, as of late, Notre Dame is dominating this rivalry. They currently have a 3-game winning streak over the USC Trojans. And we also know that on the road, USC is struggling in this rivalry, going 13-30 all time. But at home, they have much more luck, obviously 24-21. We know they played this past year, and Notre Dame ended up winning 34-24. But it was probably one of the better games we've seen in the rivalry in probably the past couple of years. Went back and forth. Obviously, Notre Dame separates towards the end. They just could not stop Jeremiah Love, and he put on an absolute show against the Trojans. So I would say overall, man, I'm excited that this rivalry is coming back. We need it for the sport of college football. We don't want to lose some of these top rivalries that we have in the sport. It makes all the difference in the world, man, and it's box office TV. There's other underlying issues, right? Greed, money, all that good stuff that's happening currently in the sport. And, a lot of times, like, the consumer's kind of getting hurt. We almost like doing away with kind of the tradition, right? What the sport has been known for, right? And we don't want college football to become what NBA is, right? Or, MLB, like, it's all in the playoffs, right? We still want to enjoy the regular season and the lead and build up to a college football playoff, right? College football playoff is a reward, right? And we want it to continue to be that. But we don't want to diminish games. We don't want to water down big-time games like this during the regular season, right? We want it to still be big-time games. Tennessee going up against Florida, right? Ole Miss, LSU. Like, we want those rivalries still to happen. I'm not saying they're not going to, but we don't want to water down the sport. And to not water down sport, you need to keep rivalries like Notre Dame, USC alive. And then you also got to make sure that you value the regular season, because it gets to a point where the fans and the consumers don't really care. And that's the current problem with the NBA right now. Like, we don't really care about the regular season. And the playoffs have been, okay, they've been straight, but you don't have that same love, that same allure. We don't want that to become, obviously, college football in the sport. It's too traditional, has too many great things. And I know it's changing. You have to adapt with change. But at the same time, let's keep some of the things that has made this sport great. It has made it one of the best ones to watch, no matter what season you're really in. And it's a staple of the fall. And we want to continue to have it be that. We want to continue to see those top-notch games early in the year. The Georgia Tech's, Clemson's, the Georgia Alabamas, right? Just give you guys a couple of examples of those big-time games we want to see. And we want to obviously make a difference, right? Obviously have some more, stain on them, like the Florida State Miamis. Like, those are great games. We love the building. We love to obviously watch and see what the hell happens. You know what I'm saying? And who comes out on top. We don't want to lose that. So hopefully college football, the committees, the people in charge, they continue to think about that, and they continue to obviously help with things like that. And they don't just, make it all a money grab. Because it's not all about money. Money can really devalue a sport. And we can see, like, it not mean as much as it used to. And we don't want that. We don't want that. So hopefully they come into a resolution. Hopefully they're able to see, this rivalry resume next season. It'd be even great if the both teams made the CFP playoff and we see both of these teams play up against each other. That would be even great. But hopefully we'll see this rivalry resume next season, and it can continue to go for years to come, because it's historic, dating back all the way to 1926, and both teams have went neck and neck. And it's really a staple of college football.